Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to some more Warhammer 3 Total War, playing as the Lizardmen, Oxyotl, etc., etc. We are going to not be reckless. The latest spawning of Saurus Warriors appears to be far more belligerent than any remember in recent times. Yeah, let's tell them to calm down a little bit. Sequence of utilitarianism. Magic items drop chance from battles plus 15%. Okay, and really quickly while we're here, let's just finish off this tribe. Raise their settlement. Fought multiple battles very far away from the capital. Campaign movement range plus 10. Attrition minus 5. Perfect vigor. The movement range. The movement range is going to be infinite. At one point, if we keep going like this, it's truly going to be really something special. Alright. I really want to do Rite of Primeval Glory, not gonna lie. An army of feral cold ones, carnivores, stegosaurs, basilisks will spawn at your faction's capital. 3 blessed beasts will be added to the pool. That's for later. Alright, let's be realistic, that's for later. So, right now, we are going to travel down here. Pretty much immediately. And unfortunately we won't be able to attack this place now, but we will next turn. And just like that, we're back in the fight, we're receiving reinforcements. And then on top of that, I'm also going to grab one unit, or one more unit, I should say, of Blessed Chameleon Skinks. So now we have 5. 2 of these. I need another frontline unit, and for that we're going to grab the Temple Guard, like I always wanted. The elite of the Saurus Warriors, right? You know, the worst part of it all is... Can't really say why, but they're not that much better. Like lower weapon strength. Okay, they have some abilities and bonuses, but... is all I can say about the Temple Guard. Anyways, it'll be cool to have just one. Just sort of have it there, right? Okay, capital goes to level 4. This should have been done a while ago, but... well, we don't have much, I was gonna say we don't have much say in the matter. We do, but it's not so simple. I want to scout out what's down here, because I may start to take a sort of more proactive stance down here and start attacking a few more of these places with this army. Because they can also get a new unit. Like the Blessed Croxigors, for example? Or a couple of Saurus Warriors. Yeah, they have the cavalry. They have these guys, they have the Stegodons. Tell you what, 2 Saurus Warrior units, why not? Something to hold the front line. And there we have it. It's now turning into more of a competent force, which might actually be used to fight the enemy at some point more proactively rather than just defend and rely on the garrison of this place to fill up the ranks. I mean, these guys are... I don't even know who he is, but he's got a lot of hero units in him. Yeah. Well, that's alright. I think we can move on from here. Next turn. Here we go. Turn 49. Only 49. I have this feeling that we've gone through more turns. But apparently not. Yeah, this is going to be a slight issue. Look at how many heroes he's managed to recruit in the meantime, and a whole bunch of those drilling gun lancers. Yeah. Not great. Out of curiosity, Volkmar the Grim is considered a siege attacker. Really? Like, F you, buddy. Seriously. Okay. The greediness inside of me wants to grab this settlement and be like, haha, I took your settlement. Realistically, the correct thing to do is to go back. Retreat, get behind walls, replenish properly to 100%, and then take the fight to Volkmar in the next turn. Is it slower? Yes. Am I extremely enthusiastic about the fact that it's this much slower? No. Am I still going to do it because it's the correct thing to do? Yes. Okay, let's not build this. Level 2 is going to be okay for now. Get this up to 3. And get some more money from this place. Now, you're not going to move. This is not going to get upgraded. Let's go with level ups. And agent actions. Lovely. Like I said, don't worry, you will learn eventually. I'm not quite sure when, but eventually you will. Where's my... Ah, here he is. Okay, while he's making his way down there, any deals we can make diplomatically?
I will not.
None whatsoever. Got it. We could take the giant tree, though, or this place. There's no reason to, but we could. Nah, there's literally no reason to. I would get nothing out of all of that. Okay, next turn. I'm not going to skip it this time round, because I want to see what Volkmar does. Well, I want to show you what he does as well. You also have to get rid of that Empire army that's raiding next to one of my settlements for the past, like, God knows how many turns. But I figure I'll get to that later. You know what? We take out Volkmar and his provinces. Move on to the mountains next, probably. And all things considered, I didn't get to see what Volkmar did, lovely. And all things considered, I think we're ready for another army after that. Enough time will have passed so I can upgrade the military recruitment buildings, and I will have accumulated a larger income via those conquests as well. Yeah, making a lot of sense to me, all that. And just as I was saying, I need to get rid of those guys. They cancelled the non-aggression pact with me. Terrible. Terrible. There's about a couple dozen factions left. Go through with their turns. And we're ready to go. So, first order of business is to figure out... Right Awakening available, that's good. We might as well perform it. There's no reason not to. Right? Yes. And I want a Death Wizard. Now, first order of business is to find out where the other army went. Why am I... We have mutagenic energies. The army is here. There's the military presence. So... okay. Okay. Guess we'll just add a commission for a little while. Tell you what though, we can capture this place while we wait for this BS to go away. Because, yeah. Makes sense, doesn't it? Put me away from the enemy, and I know he can't reach my lines within one turn. All that good stuff. So, we now have Lightning Strike. That's also going to be useful. And then, on top of all of this... Give me a Red Skink Chief, or, yeah. Grab you. Just so I can get some replenishment going. In fact, if you could move in, that would be lovely. You can. Yeah. I mean, you can take over the army for a little bit. Obviously, it's not going to be ideal, but you can do it. Alright, and then... more money, please. Reinvest all of that right back in. Failure and failure. Lovely. That's what I have. A bunch of lizard failures. That's, matter of fact, that's all I have, isn't it? Disgusting. Regardless, we now can recruit a salamander or a feral carnosaur or something along those lines. That's not bad at all. Tell you what, you have two Blessed Warriors. Give me... I'm gonna go for one. I can do with two Croxagors. Can do the Sacred variety or the regular variety. Sacred are just better, aren't they? Hell yeah. Less charge damage, but more everything else. Okay, give me two Croxagors. And this army, now that puts it at 15 out of 20. Probably enough to deal with most enemies around. Tell you what, the army needs experience, and I'm out for blood. Understanding full well that these guys aren't the main reason I'm getting this attrition on the army over here. I'm still a bit pissed off about it, so we're just going to do that. Alright, next turn. Moving on. You got the next bit of tech. Research rate plus 15. That's okay. And, well, actually, hold on, that's much more important. We have vision of the old ones as well. Aha! It's down there. Okay. That's interesting. So, a couple of things have piqued my interest here. First, can I reach Volkmar in time? I cannot. Second question, is this guy going to attack the Temple of Tahuth? Or is he just going to sit there because it's a quest battle? There's a real question, right? Okay, raise the Portal of Twilight. Lair of Change. Who does it belong to? Someone neutral to me once again. That's a crying shame, that is. Could have been a little bit more interesting. We lose 7,500 if I don't kill them. Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Okay. Tell you what. Chase after this guy a little bit. And then, considering we're at 150, why don't I grab myself another unit? Say something like... I have 3 skinks. I need... I don't know what I need, honestly. Yeah, nothing for now. Well, I don't need them immediately anyway. I'm wondering, if they don't move, if they just sit there and they don't attack, that's fine. I don't have to deal with them immediately. And I'm rather happy about that. If they do start moving about... we're in a mild spot of bother, as they say. Okay, I have a plan. It's not a particularly great plan, but we can try it, right? I move this guy in. And then I also move this guy in. Now watch this. We use the garrison to sally forth and get all 3 armies in on the fight. And we win, because of course we do. This is a small and pathetic army compared to what we have. But I don't want a close victory, I want to absolutely demolish them. So, tell you what, we're fighting on the field of battle. Yeah, because if I auto-resolve this, I'm going to take more casualties than I would like to, and I don't have any replenishment. Well, the reason I'm bringing the second army, or the second general along, I technically do if I use him. If I'm smart about this and I use him correctly, right? But we're going to get to defeat Volkmar the Grim on the other general as well, the one that's reinforcing, so we get bonuses on him too, which is, you know, I'm not going to say it's the most important thing in the world, but it matters. At least a little bit. So here's the thing, I don't actually need these guys to survive. Yeah, I'm just going to deploy them right there. Because they're going to hold off for like 2 minutes. No questions asked. Or actually less than 2 minutes. Yeah, because I do have the trait now for Lightning Strike, don't I? And that applies to reinforcements too. Although, you can see how little of a difference it makes. But that's okay. Now, let's get the entire army moving up here, and then we'll deploy in a proper formation and everything later, but for now, let's just move everything up. And let's get you over there as well, because I would like to get Volkmar to come towards me. Does he have artillery? Not that I can see, right? No. Okay. That's good. They started raging already. Lovely. No control over our own beasts. Tell you what, you're the general, you can take command of the garrison force. Makes sense, yeah? And then... Predator. Move through the trees, because that's a thing that we can do now. And behold. Hit Volkmar. He's regenerating. Why is he regenerating? Why are you regenerating health, you absolute bastard, you? Sundered armor on fire and everything, and he's still regenerating armor. Oh, sorry, regenerating HP. Jade Griffin. Surely there's a cap to your regeneration powers, right? Well, I don't want to find out. Right now, you go ahead and regenerate all you want. I'm gonna kill your captains. That is until he decides to move forward, but while he's making the decision of whether he should move forward or not, I am going to deploy my infantry like so. My skinks behind them like so. My cavalry on the extreme flank. And my Croxagors on the left as well. And then I would like the Bastillodons to go on the right flank. And the birds can go up above. Well, actually the birds can go over here. Like so. And then you're in a good position too. Okay, let's get these Sidewinder Arbalasts, because there's 12 of them. And they seem rather weak to me. Yeah. One way to get those stats up. Okay. Let's go slippery slip on out of there. We've provoked him enough. He's going to start coming towards us now. You know, we've done some solid damage with Oxyotl. That's about as much as you can expect from him. Come on, you can hit them from there. Why do you need to get any closer? Let's wait for them down there. It's far better if they come towards us, rather than the other way around. Although at 51 speed, I expect them to catch up faster. I guess they just can't. Having trouble deciding who to shoot? Okay, they've stopped moving. I understand I'm not doing too much damage like this, but the fact that you're letting me do damage anyway, and not doing anything about it is pretty insane. I mean, I've gotten 11,000 damage off already. That's 11,000 more than I would have gotten had you just decided to attack. Right, so... let's get those captains. They're far more interesting to me. Like, every shot I take, they take a step closer towards me, which is hilarious, but is also not going to get you very far. Unfortunately for me, I don't have an infinite source of ammunition, and so my forces are about to be spotted, and the proper battle is about to commence. But still, you know. Oh, you saw him. Lovely. Okay, let's get you out of there. And cavalry on the flank. And I believe we can move literally the entire army up like so. With the small exception of all of you. We're going to be moving like this to take a more central role in the fighting. That is to come. Okay, now let's get that cavalry unit. The enemy cavalry is annoying, and I want them eliminated as soon as is possible. We are losing a bunch over here to enemy magic, which is fine. That is something that I was prepared to lose, and that's why I left that unit over there to fight the enemy. Okay, let's not fight the halberdiers. Need to slow down the game, there's too much stuff happening. Move in, we have to take out his, we have to take out his back line of archers and everything else. Take these three forward. Take these two forward as well. Take these two to fight him. That'll do. Where are these guys? Yeah, that works out. Okay. Healing right here. Solid hit. You need to move forwards in order to get them. Now you need to start hitting those guys as fast as possible. Where's my cavalry? Get up in there right now on the archers. Let's go. Good. You lot on them. You guys can move forward too. We've essentially broken the bulk of his troops. He's down to the rear line guys, which are very soft. And which can be dealt with my Croxigors and things like that. Mind you, the troops attacking the rear line will take more damage than you might think, because, like I said, this is mainly a hybrid army, and hybrid armies tend to be kind of difficult to deal with in that sense, especially if it's a good hybrid units, which this game tends to lack without mods. But in this particular case with these modded units, they are pretty decent hybrids. Alright, let's get in there. Get you in there as well. He is unbreakable, so we will have to kill him properly all the way. Oh no, keep attacking, keep attacking. Don't stop, keep attacking. Alright, very good. The front end of the army over here took most of the damage. That's good. Because that's the garrison forces, and I don't need them to survive. They will replenish very quickly. And they won't be engaged in any combat for a while, so... also doesn't matter in that on that end, too. Let's heal you guys over there. It's not a lot of healing, but... you know, they say every little bit helps. Okay, so not the ones with the bowlers, the regular ones. Go over there. You can help out too. And then I'm gonna need the skink priest thing also this way. Okay, maybe get the Bastillodons out of the way and really min-max all of this as much as possible. Get all of you to stop. Get you to stop. Get you to stop because I don't want to hit friendlies despite everything. Okay, yeah, that works. Look at how tough he is, man. Just look at how tough he is, the bastard. You can't fracking beat him. Look. The amount of units I'm throwing at him. Disgusting. But he is dead. And that's a decisive victory for us. With, might I add, minimal casualties. Oh, minimal. The settlement garrison. Yeah, outside of the settlement garrison, the 66 losses. Nothing. And this is the number that really matters. These guys were meant to be sacrificed. And, again, 3 heroes gone. The rest of his troops he can probably rebuild back in his capital. I mean, he can recruit the heroes again as well, but it's going to take a while for him to rebuild all of this. And it's going to buy me time to get rid of that modifier for taking attrition constantly. So... it is heading somewhere, just, you know... maybe not as quickly and as rapidly as I would like. But certainly an important battle, and a good victory for us. Certainly. Almost 4,000 gold reward. Replenishment doesn't work because it won't replenish the other army, unfortunately, but another 1.4k in money. Now that gets the job done. So, at this point, we return all the units back to the other army so they can get replenishment. I'll give you Route Marcher, Inspiring Presence, doesn't really matter. For you, I like Guerrilla Fighter because it'll give you extra speed. Yeah, that's good. And then I can also put you inside the settlement for even more replenishment. Put you right next to the settlement. See? Now, as the kids say, we are gaming. The problem is my income is down to 3.2 thousand. I mean, I understand I've recruited some units and all that, but... yeah. Well, anyway. I want a Carnosaur in here. Yes, I do. And I want some... I mean, do I even want Temple Guard in here, or do I want Blessed Croxigors? That's a good question. Okay, let's figure out that dilemma. Blessed Sacred Croxigors have more armor, less leadership, slightly less HP, oddly enough. Both tier 3. They're faster, they have significantly more melee attack, way more weapon strength, but less melee defense. Interesting. I feel like the Temple Guard are going to be really good at just holding the line, whereas Croxigors are more of a damage dealer. But even as such, when holding the line, they still seem a bit underpowered compared to the Croxigors. What can I say? Learn from your failures, mate. I mean, you know. God knows there's going to be plenty of them. Okay, let's get this upgraded. And... do I... yeah. Also upgrade this. Over here in the Cape, timber's not a bad idea. Well, we are conducting trade and all that. May as well. And then I can use a few Silent Sanctum upgrades. Well, we'll save that for later. It's not the most important thing currently. What about our web? All level 2 still. Get this up. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. All level 2. I'm hoping we can get it to level 3 over here. Because here it's level 2 as well, right? Yeah, because it needs to be connected to the capital and be the appropriate level. Supply lines, like I was saying. I do wonder what does it do, though, exactly. Dictates the level of commandments that can be applied across the province. So does that mean growth gives me extra growth? Because that's not bad at all, if that's the case. well, for now, that's it as far as this turn is concerned. We need one more turn of replenishment before we can continue. And, we're definitely going to need more money. But, tell you what, I think we're going to end it here. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Please do remember to like, subscribe down below if you enjoyed the video, and stay tuned with the rest of the series and the rest of the content that I produce here on the channel. My name's Juggernaut. See you next time. Have fun. Take care. Bye-bye.